Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, welcome back to King's Quest 6, or shall I say, Let's Play King's Quest 6. I'm Foog, and I have yet another guest commentator with me today, Navemai, from Massachusetts. Did I say that right?
Hey, how's it? Yeah, it's Navemai, you am I, he is you, something like that.
Navemai. He just told me how to say it right, and I'm already messing it up, but oh well. So,
Oh well, pretty sure I didn't know how to say it when I first came up with it either. So, you know what it goes.
Just a bunch of letters! Alright,
Something.
so here we are, we're closing up at pretty much the end of the game, for the most part, when you take the long cycle. So, one of the first things we want to do is to get rid of our now useless hunter's lamp, which we just used in one of the previous episodes to cast magical rain. But we don't need it now, so let's give it to freaky old man.
Excuse me, peddler, but I have an old lamp that might interest you.
An old lamp, but with a nice traditional design too. Take your pick of my new lamps, you know. So, yeah, we need to get a new lamp in exchange for our old cruddy one. Now, if you remember from the cutscenes, the genie's lamp looks a lot like that one. That weird blue one. Oh, fine choice, my son. Here's your new lamp. Good day, and I thank you, sir.
Good day.
Alexander has to ponder for a moment whether he's actually pleased to talk to the old man in the first place or not. And then he's got to do his little spiel. Drat! Another dud! Looking for a genie. But this is not King's Quest V, so you do not get to have one. So now we have our new handy-dandy, almost a genie lamp. Which is not really important just yet, but soon will be. And there's something else we need to do in order to kind of get free reign around here. Good day, Prince Alexander! And stuff. There's shiny gold-eyed genie dude. And
What happened to Smokey? What happened? He's stuffed. He's on a wall. He's been snuffed.
somebody caught him while he was showing off to the ladies. Or
Yeah, it looks like it. Couldn't
It's
decide which way the beach was.
just...
It's,
or where the gun
one of
show was,
those ways.
apparently. He's not really pointing anywhere. But he has a
I don't
really
know.
awkward pose. Like he's attempting to flex or something. Now, we just got a bottle of stuff recently from the Isle of Wonder. It says, drink me. Now, you can experiment with this before doing anything with it in particular. I mean, you can like actually use it before using it, and you'll learn what it's all about. But we don't need to do that since this is sort of a walkthrough. So just go in here in the shop and go nuts. Alexander suddenly gets a very sneaky idea.
I can't go on anymore. Without Casimir, I'd rather just not live.
Prince Alex, no! Shopkeeper.
It's true. The Vizier has beaten me. I give up. Poison is my last resort.
I beg you, stop! Oh, some sound effects.
I am no more. Yeah.
Whop.
Thud.
And we die. Enough. Oh, what a waste, the poor young fool. He's dead, he's dead. Wait till Abdul hears. He'll be so pleased. Kicks his heels together. That was like the best little animation in the entire latter half of the game. Clicking his heels together. Seconds later in the castle. Huh?
He's like Master Roshi. He's just got all those years, but he's still able to move quick like a Saiyan. No idea. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, basically. I told you not to pop in like that. You can learn to knock like everyone else. Sorry, Master. I couldn't help myself. I have great news, Glint. Well, what is it? Prince Alexander's dead. He killed himself in despair over losing Cassima. Glint again. What? Are you positive? That young man has proven to be most devious. I saw the whole thing myself, Master. He was really and truly quite dead. If what you say is true, it shall be most convenient. You spent enough time on that little irritant. We must start thinking about the wedding. Anything, Master. Oh, I do love weddings. That was a weird accent. Well, we do want you to look your prettiest, don't we? Now, Shamir Shamazel, to the lamp with you. Prepare yourself, as we discussed. So, I mean, if you didn't get the little hints there, Shamir needs to look his prettiest, which could mean only, well, we'll see. Alexander's heart lurches to life in his chest. Prince Alex, but you,
Sorry, friend. I was doing a little acting, I'm afraid.
Ah, of course, that strange cloaked man. You are quite clever, and a bit too exciting for an old man. Oh, jeez. That's gotta get edited out. The dinner is still like, ugh. I had, like the weirdest combination of foods. Oh yeah, so now we can take, we got our tinderbox, we can trade that back in for something more important now. Yeah, I had, hummus burritos, which if you haven't had those before, they're awesome.
Yeah, no, sounds it. Chickpeas are pretty good.
Yeah. So I had a hummus burrito, or I made like 4 mini ones, you know, and then mushroom soup, and you dip them in and whatever, and it's actually really good. Except now my stomach's like churning. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah. Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex. Please, choose something in exchange for the items on the counter. Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter to make his selection. And so, the only thing we really haven't used yet is Mr. Paintbrush, which we're going to use now. Because
I think I'd like the painter's brush.
Very good, Prince Alex. The painter's brush it is. May your painting go well. Feel free to bring the brush back at any time.
Thank you.
And I don't know why bring the brush back is such a tongue twister for me. I was like, bring the brush back. Can't speak. Alright, so. It's like, awesome!
Pretty good.
I have to do it for the keyboard toss. Alright, so.
Get me some haggis.
I love haggis. Haggis is delicious. Everybody in my family pretty much disagrees with me. My dad doesn't entirely, but he says it's not his cup of tea. Alright, so editing back in here. So now we got our magic paint spell. We got our cup of swamp ooze, which we had before, plus river Styx water, and our black horse feather, which we also have. And we mix it all up together, and then cast the spell. So all we really need now is to add this black feather to our cuppa. And don't drink it. Alexander dips a large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. Oh, in Navemai, you'll have some enchanting magic words to speak in a second. To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather. Alright, whoa! You see that Alexander had rockets in his butt. Again.
Must have had Taco Bell.
Seems like some of the times when you're in the marketplace there and you walk south, he just launches himself across the screen. I cannot explain why, but it just happens. And so here we go. We're going to move on from here to over here. This is where we want to, well, do some magic. Oh, save game here. That's what I'm going to do to make sure that it all goes well according to plan and stuff. I almost forgot to do that. Let's just move on. If anything should happen that goes wrong, it just sucks.
Yeah, we'll just retrace our steps once more, perhaps.
I would hate to have to do that again. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, now we can take our handy-dandy paintbrush and our handy-dandy goopy paint. Oh, here we go. To paint something, Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can be used automatically, I guess, so we just go bing. Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall.
That doesn't look like the Sistine Chapel at all. What does he think he's doing?
He's barely doing anything at all. Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed. Yeah, I kind of forgot that he automatically uses that paint. You just need to use the paintbrush and it's like, bazam. So now that we have that, we can use the spell book on the doorway. And there it is, first page, just cast, and here we go. With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. That's you.
Magic pink! Black as ink! Did I say magic pink? Well, I don't imagine this is going to go over well. Magic paint, black as ink. I can't finish the incantation because I screw up on the second word.
The spell worked. The door has magically solidified. That actually makes it even better. The magic words didn't work, and yet they did.
I was using the abridged version. I'm glad they accepted it as an acceptable alternative.
Alexander sadly discovers he has Lisdexia and has to continue onward. Alexander doesn't see any way of opening that door manually. Oh, that's not the door I was looking for. First, we got to do a little bit of...
These are the doors you're looking for. These are not the doors you're looking for.
Awesome. Here we go. This is the door we want first. Yoink. Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of the door. Now, if you haven't befriended Jello before this part of the game, then you might have a little bit of trouble, but since we have befriended him, we're good. Prince Alexander, I can't believe it! How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet! You run a terrible risk being here. The castle is crawling with god dogs, especially today. The vizier will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that. Jolly, Jolly,
Yeah.
Joes. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right, young love. I forget what heartburn it is. But what do you propose to do about it? And there's a reason why he's a clown. And dude, look at how fat his cheek face is. Like, not his head.
It's like a young John McCain.
Oh! But it's not even like a fat head. He just got cheeks that are ginormous.
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me. Where is Cosima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere. And they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Alhazred. If we had proof of something truly foul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
Ha ha ha. There's probably a good reason why so many wish to harm you. I believe the Vizier's genie has learned of your presence on the islands.
Thank you, Mr. Popo. Tell me about this genie.
Mr. Popo, the man of nightmare, stuff of nightmares. Alhazred brought the genie with him when he came to this kingdom. It is seldom that his genie will take human life himself. Usually, he is more of a trickster than a spy, but that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. In fact, he is quite powerful. If, for example, we could get the genie's lamp, then you could master the genie. Alhazred and all our other problems would be solved.
Is that merely wishful thinking, or do you have something in mind?
Well, I admit I have often daydreamed about owning that lamp. My fingers are nimble enough, and I could probably find the chance to steal it. Unfortunately, the theft would be detected immediately, and I happen to prefer my neck attached to my body.
If the theft were detected.
Exactly. So I have also thought if I had a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I just might be able to. Bah! Where would we get a replica of the genie's lamp? Ah, dreaming is pleasant, but I'm afraid it won't help you to stop the wedding. Wow, I'm running out of breath. But for Casima's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if you can think of anything I can do to help.
Thanks, Mr. Popo.
That
entire time, that's all your voice reminded me of. It's Mr. Popo.
Perhaps
And I think
the actual
this
Mr.
episode
Popo.
of King's Quest has more references to Dragon Ball Z than most.
Apparently. It looks like we might have to cut this one a little bit. Since now it's like 30 minutes long. Yeah, I'll work with the edit. So, until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between, this has been Foog and Navemai, with Let's Play King's Quest 6, and Mr. Popo. So, till next time, take it easy.